Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Courtney Grayton. As many of you know, the majority of you seeing this video are probably my clients. This video is really to you all to let you all know what is shifting within the salon, but then also to my broader community on YouTube, just to kind of talk about some things that have been shifting in my mind and my plans and my thoughts and all of that good stuff. I think that I'm on the precipice of like a major shift. I think that it's going to be a gradual shift, but you'll definitely start to see different things over here. And I just want to make sure that my clients, our clients, my employees, like our clients are kept aware, and also that I can just kind of document this process as well. So I will be moving shops. I have been where I am right now, I think for about 2 years now, and it's been great. I have a double suite now, and I've been paying a lot of money for this double suite with the goal in mind that I would be eventually transitioning into a bigger salon, and then a bigger salon, and then a bigger salon. So as someone who has been a business owner since 2016 or so, you're pretty much always in the mode of expansion. You're always in the mode of scaling. And that's pretty much where I have been. Some of my businesses have kind of taken the back burner, and others, especially the salon, have pretty much kind of stepped up. YouTube and the salon. And I consider YouTube to be a business because it's an income stream and it takes a lot of my time. YouTube and the salon have pretty much been at the forefront of my mind, really, because in the salon, of course, I'm there almost multiple times a week. And even outside of that, I still have admin things to do, payroll, all types of things to do all the time. So that has pretty much been like my main business, as you all know. And I have shifted as far as my dreams and my goals. I do not want to be the owner of a big salon anymore. I don't want to have all of these employees, as I have even recently started to like interview people and all of that. And then I pretty much gave myself the time while I was away on Spain by myself for my birthday. I really wanted that to be a reflection time. Of course, I had a lot of fun, but it was a time of reflection for me so that I could really get clear about my goals, get clear about where I am in life and where I want to go. I kind of had a feeling that I would be moving back to what my initial goals have been, which is to travel. Okay, and being in Spain, seeing the place that I grew up in, like spent 5 months there as a 21-year-old, and my life was forever changed and my horizons were forever broadened ever since then. And I had done a lot of traveling domestically before that, but ever since then there's just been this like itch in my stomach, this like urge to see more of the world. And the more that I kind of stay put here, I just find that I am not the happiest or not the most fulfilled. I love my businesses, I love my clients, I love my salon, I love my employees. They don't give me a hard time at all. They're amazing, honestly, and I've loved the way that our salon has grown. And let me not say but, and I want something different for myself in the long term. So this is not a message to say that the shop is closed for forever, you know, or that you can't get your hair done. I know some of y'all already have your appointments scheduled until the end of the year. So you will be getting your hair done. It will be at a different spot. And so emails and everything will be coming out. Yeah, things are going to look different. I'm probably going to be a little bit less available. You're going to see me traveling a little bit more and just trying to fit that into my life more than me just sitting in the salon and working. And I also wanted to use this video as just kind of like a reflecting point as far as how things have gone this year. Really just the realization and like reassurance that everything happens for a reason. So many of you know that in the beginning of this year, I posted a salon tour, and I was super excited about moving into a big salon. It was huge. I posted it on here, I posted it on Instagram, and so many of you were so excited for me, as I was for myself. My family was so excited, and that deal pretty much went downhill fast. I realized that the people who were leasing that place just weren't the people that I would want to be in business with long term. I won't go in too much detail with that because it was just negative energy. That, coupled with some other things, went into a depression after that, because I really felt like just let down, you know, like I had disappointed myself, almost like I had disappointed the people around me, because everyone was so happy and, you know, it didn't work out. And I'm like, why didn't I know this before? Why couldn't I see it? And all of that. And, you know, it really was a learning curve for me. And then I realized how much would go into something like that. And I'm very confident in myself, in that when I decide that I want to do something, I can do it, and I will do it excellently. You know what I mean? But I also have been just reflecting on that and everything over this year and being like, but do I want to do it? You know? And I think that is what my main reflection has been with the salon. Like, I know that I can do this. I know that I can continue to hire people and move to bigger salons and keep this ball rolling and get it going. But do I want to invest that amount of time that it will take, the amount of effort and all of that? Because there is this misconception, you know, and now I know after being in business for so long, but there's this misconception. We'll see these people with like these huge salons, all these employees, and they have all this extra free time on their hands. And a lot of times it takes so much time to get there. Granted, I'm very grateful that I have a couple employees, so if I need to take 2 weeks off like I did recently for surgery, or if I want to go on vacation and things like that, I can. But there's still a lot on the back end that needs to be done in order to prepare for that. A lot of times that requires like overtime, either before the trip or after the trip. And so it doesn't feel as balanced as it may seem or as it may look. And I'm at a place where I am inviting more ease into my life. That's one of the main things I've been talking about in therapy. More ease, more rest. I have, over the last year, really like gotten accustomed to rest and really become friends, besties with rest. And I have been trying to figure out how to get more of that in my life. And I know that in this capitalist society, you know, not many of us get to think about rest. I'm very grateful that I can kind of direct a lot of my time and energy into how I can bring that more into my life. At the same time, I am not in a place where I need to be filthy wealthy, or like, you know, I don't have these desires to be a capitalist as much as I used to. Like, I definitely used to be talking to my best friend, and he and I would just be thinking and dreaming of the future, and I would say how I would be a billionaire and I would be all these things. And no, I just don't want that anymore. I've grown up. I have become more aware of just all the things I could go, but I do not want to be a billionaire. And part of me just doesn't even care to be like a multi-millionaire. Like, I really want to live an easeful life, and if that includes being a millionaire, sure. If it doesn't, sure. Like, I just want to live my life, have a lot of fun, travel the world before it's too late. And I know I'm 31, so many people are going to say I have my whole life ahead of me. And yes, I have my entire life ahead of me, and I want to start living it as soon as possible. So that is kind of just a brief gist of how things have been going recently. And I really want to bring you all along for this journey. So soon I will be sharing a vlog. I have so much footage from Spain, but like a vlog just kind of detailing my travels there and how it was, and just how free I felt, and how just monumental that trip was for me. And there's so much that's going to be in that vlog: the fun times, the crying, the, you know, reflection. My birthday was during that vlog. I was so emotional that day, and you'll just get to see kind of like how I want to live my life on like the average day, week, and all of that. And I'll still be figuring out what that looks like as far as like all the details and ironing everything out. But I am in a place where I am cool with where I am. Like, I'm content with how things are going, but also at the same time, like, eager to get to the place where I am most fulfilled, to get to the place where I have always dreamed of. I probably a couple years ago found the application to high school. My high school was like a academic high school in DC, Benjamin Banneker Academic High School, for some of you that know. And you have to apply to get in and everything. And I found my essay that I wrote to get into high school. And in this essay, so y'all, I'm in 8th grade. I talked about, of course, just wanting to go to this school that where I could, you know, be challenged and ready for college and all of that. And at the same time, talked about my choice to be in the IB program, the International Baccalaureate program, where, you know, I would learn more about the world and all of that. And my main goal for applying to that program was, one, to be able to study Spanish for 4 years, which I did. In college, I studied Spanish for 4 more years, which is why I studied in Spain and all of that. But in the essay, I just talked about wanting to see more of the world and wanting to travel. And, you know, along the way, you know, life happens. I go to college, I, you know, start working and realize I got all these bills and responsibilities and things like that. And then I become a workaholic and I just keep going, keep the steam rolling and all of that. And I'm so proud of myself. And at the same time, I've been reflecting and just like, okay, little Courtney really wanted to travel the world, you know? And the fact that I have the privilege and the boldness and the knowledge of how to travel the world on a budget, how to, you know, dream places. I have so many places that I want to see. The fact that I can live on little to nothing somewhere and like really enjoy myself and make the best of the experience and just go out on a limb, meet people, talk to people, you know, I want to do more of that. And I want to really show my inner child that she was right in dreaming those things and that like we can do it. Even though it could be hard and that a lot of people will look at it a certain way, like, why would you give this up to get that and to do this and do that? But that she was right all along. I don't want to neglect that for much longer. Another thing that I was thinking about before I wrap this up, I was thinking about recently, because my mind has really been like all over the place. There's so many things that I want to do. Even here, before I really like decide what I'm going to do like long term, there's so many things I want to do in the city as far as meeting people, meeting y'all, like, you know, and all of that. But I was thinking about one time, and I don't think my mom or my aunt will care about this. They were kind of like bickering back and forth, my mom and my aunt. And my mom and my aunt being in the first 2 seats, me and my grandmother, and it might have been like one of my other siblings in the back, but I remember me and my grandmother kind of being on like the second row. So my aunt and my mom are just like bickering back and forth, and my grandmother just like gets frustrated because they won't shut up. And she's just like, you know what? I know I shouldn't have had no kids. I should have become a flight attendant, traveled the world, and married me a white man. Now, marrying a white man part, we're going to leave that where it is. But the traveling the world, I think, even though she was joking and, you know, not 100% serious, I know that there was some validity to what she was saying. She really wanted to see the world. And I've been thinking a lot about my ancestors and, you know, the people who have come before me who have loved to see Spain, who would have loved to spend 8 days in Europe alone, just exploring, you know what I mean? And the fact that I have this desire in me to do it, I don't think it's ever going to go away. And one thing that I would hate to do is to get grown like my grandmother and, you know, with grown kids and all these things kind of tying you to one place, or, you know, sickness or ailments that impair your mobility, your ability to kind of get around. I would hate to get to that point, even though I don't plan to be able to be, you know, frail or anything like that. Like, I'm definitely going to keep up my workouts and everything. But I would hate to get to the end of my life with regrets and say, I wish you would have just traveled. I wish you would have just dropped all this business stuff and dropped all this desire to amass all this money and just go. I really live with the privilege of always having a cushion. I have a huge, amazing support system, and I know that especially over the last couple of years, they have really continued to encourage me to lean on them. And if I decide to go on a limb and do whatever, I'm trying to really like avoid sharing specific plans or anything like that, because I'm still working them out. But if for whatever reason I need to lean on my family or lean on my friends or whatever, they will be there. And so I'm throwing all fear, I'm throwing all, doubt and all of that out of the window, because I will be okay, and even when I'm not okay, I'm okay. And I hope all of this makes sense. But at the end of the day, things are changing, and I love that the few clients that I have talked to about it, I kind of like reserved it for my older clients, my clients who I really, chat. They're more like moms and dads, aunts and uncles to me, all of them, 100% of them are like, do what you want to do. And don't wait. Don't put it off. Don't change your goals for anyone else. Do it. I'm so glad and just like grateful that I have people rooting for me. And I do believe that the majority of you on here are rooting for me. I get so many amazing comments from y'all, and the reassurance that you're going to be here on my channel, supporting me and all of that. And even our clients, like, y'all like, yeah, I'm gonna follow you. I'm gonna follow you wherever. And it's always a beautiful thing to kind of know that I will always be good. And that's another part of it. It's like, I will always have these skills. I will always be able to talk about locks and lock hair. And I will always be interested in learning about the new trends and the new research that comes out about caring for your hair and all of that. I'll always be able to talk to you all about this. I don't always want to be standing behind the chair doing hair. So again, this will be a gradual thing, and I do plan to kind of continue updating everybody on it. But yeah, we're moving and things are looking different. I don't want employees anymore. That's another way that I am going to be inviting ease into my life. Up until this point, I haven't really shared too much, but my employees have been commissioned, and we are shifting that around for them to be more so like booth rent and everything. And I just think that that's going to give me a lot less responsibilities as far as running the salon, being super hands-on with them. If you want more information specifically on that, how I run the salon, how I'm going to be shifting it and all that, especially for you who are locticians or are looking to maybe do something similar, definitely let me know below, because I can share a video more detailed about like the structure that we're moving from to the one that we're moving to and all of that, like if you're just curious about how that works. But very excited. Of course, there's just like a slight bit of nervousness, and I think that is just because I'm human and things are changing, and there's just like this fear of the unknown. But I've always been the type of person that can move into the unknown with boldness, ready for whatever. Thank you all for watching this video, and I will see you all soon with more lock hair tips and other lifestyle content, including the vlog, my travel vlog, okay, and other travel vlogs that are coming too. Thank y'all for supporting me. Feel free to leave whatever words you have, encouraging words, or questions that you have below, and I'll be sure to get to you there. I will see you all in my next video. Have a great day.